Many drivers enjoy a front grippy FF because they can pull the front end into the sharp corner by opening the throttle. While this is fun, the sad fact is, like I said in the video on braking, tire deformation is only able to work 100% in one single area. What this means is, if you're turning and braking or turning and accelerating, to get 100% full potential of your tires, the tires are going to be compromised. 50% of the tire energy is going to be put into braking and the other 50% into turning or turning and accelerating. So in every case, knowing exactly how to split your tires concentration is crucial. You see, the other sad thing about FFs, even though the acceleration is able to pull the front end, the engine is in front of the front axle. Your front wheels are not rotating around the engine, neither are the rears. Your rears are not pushing the engine in the trajectory of rotation, but rather you are dumping all the engine inertia onto the front wheels as you drop the wheel speed ratio accelerating through the corner, because you can't lift the wheel speed ratio on throttle in an FF, so the rear wheels are just getting dragged. They're not contributing to rotation unless you're deaccelerating. Kind of the only way to rotate an FF is on deacceleration. Let me show you why. Brake for the turn, and when you turn in, you keep the brake on at a low point, giving enough braking torque to the front wheels, making a high wheel speed ratio to relate with the engine. Deacceleration rotates an FF. In this way, your rear wheels can rotate, pushing the engine in the trajectory of rotation. But I mean, you don't have to brake exactly like that. If you have an oversteering car, a lot of things depend. Basically, what I'm saying is, you just have to abuse the trail brake, but fine-tune your driving just like how you fine-tune your car. If you're going through a turn on brakes, lifting the wheel speed ratio to a good point of rotation, and then you step on the gas mid-turn thinking you're gonna pull the front end, making better rotation, well, you're immediately pushing the rear out of sync by speeding up the front wheels, dropping the wheel speed ratio, killing rotation, killing your tires.
Rather open the throttle, pulling the front end only once rotation has died down, like near the exit of the turn.
Although the constant weight on the front from deceleration would also have an effect on the tires, it's really not that bad, and you're accomplishing rotation, so you can drive fast on braking. Trail braking is a good technique that everyone uses, very underrated. It's just that in an FF, you can't use a throttle to rotate, you see. If you just drove an 8.6 and you've been correcting understeer with a bit of throttle to skid the rear and lift the wheel speed ratio, and then you get into an FF, you gotta change your mind before you even start the car. Recalibrate your brain, because opening the throttle aggressively to skid the wheels they're powering will make you snap understeer. Will put your neck in a cast like Jeremy Clarkson's was when he was driving the Grip King Nissan GT-R R35. I did a whole video of that a while back. If you make a bit of offset drift angle during the turn, don't make too much angle, because the rear tires will slow down, dropping the wheel speed ratio drastically because of the blocking friction. Tires skidding have blocking friction. I gave much more information about blocking friction in another video, so check that out. If you're gonna drift, just do a braking drift for the entry. Popular efficient techniques that have names are left foot braking, lift off oversteer if your engine drops revs very fast, even downshift, as long as the downshift is not too aggressive, because if there's too much deacceleration, a too aggressive downshift, it will overpower your front tires and make you snap understeer. The deep dab trail brake, probably my favorite. Look how DK drives the CK9. He brakes into the corner, bleeds off the brake. That's a trail brake right there. By like the mid corner, he actually starts turning without any brake or acceleration. Then he gently gets on the gas relative to his steering inputs. He gets on the gas. Only by the end he's flooring it. He's not trying to pull the front aggressively. Start braking with minimal steering angle. Start braking on a straight road. And when you start turning in, it must not be near 100% of braking torque going to all four wheels. Tune the wheel speed ratio by the variable brake torque levels you get because of the braking bias.
But the awesome thing that comes with the front wheels taking steering and power is drift control. If you lose your rear end, don't countersteer at all, but rather 100% neutralize the steering and open the throttle. This will stop the rear end from overtaking the front, dropping the wheel speed ratio. This is the one best way to drift control. You will be pulling the rear into control immediately.
Rear wheel drives are just better because rotation is possible with braking as much as it is possible with understeer speed rotation. Rear wheel drives are just better all in all. But front wheel drives are extremely fast. And to tell you the truth, I absolutely love them. I'll tell you what, in the short valuable lifespan of the front tires of your Civic, if you get out the full potential, you can destroy M3s, 370Zs and all of them. So master your 6th gen Honda Civic, learn how to drive faster by seat time, and learn to discipline your right foot on the throttle. It's very much like a Porsche 911. It demands real driver throttle control and discipline. You don't just floor it in the middle of a corner. Also braking. Although braking in a Porsche demands a lot more discipline. I'm going to talk about Porsches in a future episode, so stay tuned, subscribe, click that bell. But you gotta admit, man, FFs are more fun than they are fast. When it comes to modifications, the first mod I would do, even before coilovers, before anything, put a lightweight clutch in. Even a clutch delete if you are able to, so you can play with engine friction. Use the engine to slow your car down. Play with the wheel speed ratio. Learn what's the most efficient way to corner. Using engine braking, using braking from your brake pads, the balance between them for every corner, everything. The throttle, lift and coast, lift off oversteer, all these things. Trail braking. If you have a well-disciplined right foot, by all means put more power. In fact, put more power and force yourself to discipline your right foot to handle all that power and not kill your front tires. So put more power now, even if your foot weighs more than most Bugattis. Your rear should have your control arrow to control skids, make your lift off oversteer, trail braking, everything a little more predictable, as stiff as you tune it to be. It's a good thing to do to your car. The downforce could be front bias. It's a good thing to do. Do some weight reduction from the top down. When I say from the top down, what I mean is do most of the weight reduction at the top to drop your center of gravity. Reduce some weight in the front. And one really amazing modification you should do to your FF if it doesn't already have this. A Mazda MX-6 has it. It's called opposing rear wheel steering. Do it. I hope by some way this video has helped you. Obviously, I can't guarantee that it has. How about you send me a video of you driving your Honda Civic and play the song Running in the 90s while you're driving it. Check in, piston head.
Nissan made a front-wheel drive racing car, and it is insane fast, but still it is not able to rotate like an F1. One dope thing is its front mid-engined, so the front wheels have a slightly easier time pulling at engine just behind it during acceleration. If you're a Honda Civic sim, then this should be your dream automobile.
無理は禁物ですよ。
焦らない片岡も消えた。一人旅楽勝。
これでドリドリは一人旅。2番手争いは DC2 と EK9 の旧型タイプ R 対決。車重の軽さを生かし ジャッシーだ